Okay, so this is the next set of rules, and it has to deal with positive and negative charges. So over here, what we did was all positive charges and it's positive because there's no symbol there. Once you start seeing a little sign, like, where's my camera? Like, once you see negative this little thing, that's how you know it's a negative. But if it's not there, then it's a positive. So all these calculations we just did, this one and this one, they are positives. So the rule with it is if you move the decimal, our decimal, to the left, our exponent is going to be positive because we are just shortening a really big whole number into a smaller one. Okay, so we're going to do this one again. It's the same thing. Just to show you, we're going to start caring about charges. So in this one, even though we just did this, we're going to keep doing the same number for the sake of doing the same number. We're going to add our decimal. We always start at the end because we have this big whole number. And then we're going to move the spaces until we start recognizing whether or not this is a number between 1 and 10. And so if we were to put the decimal here between the 8 and the 3, we care about what's in front of the decimal. So what would be in front of the decimal is 48. And that's not a number between 1 and 10. So we're going to move over one more time. And so if we put the decimal here between the 4 and the 8, now the number in front of the decimal is a 4, and that's a number between the 1 and the 10. Very simple point of reference though, just remember your numbers are always going to be something like that in front of it. It's going to be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, 7, 8, or a 9. So 4 is definitely in that category. 4. Okay, so now we're going to add our base 10 down here. I'll rewrite it. So we have 4 point, this is our newly moved decimal, 83. And because we moved our decimal, we put it here originally, so that's where it is. We moved it this way. We moved it to the left. So that means our exponent is positive, which means we don't need to worry about anything. We can just slap the 6 amount of spaces we did right there. No problem. Now, when we start dealing with numbers like this, the rule is if you move your decimal to the right, so going this way, your exponent is negative. And you'll know when to move to the right because in the example problem that they will give you, there will already be a decimal. Over here in all these numbers, we added the decimal because we needed to know where it was. Here though, they're already giving us the decimal. They are telling us this number has a decimal and it's in front. And so it's the same basic amount of steps. We're gonna move until we have a single digit number between 1 and 10 in front of the decimal. So we're gonna move this 1. And so what we care about is the number in front of the decimal. So we're basically working a little backwards. It's kind of like we're reading from the opposite way. So imagine the decimal right here. That's a 0, but we need a number greater than 1 but less than 10. So that's not going to work. We're going to move it again. Double 0. 0 is 0 no matter how many times you put 0. So it's still not greater than 1, but it's definitely less than 10, but we need to stay between 1 and 10. So we're going to move it again. Again, we have 3 zeros. Doesn't actually have any real value. So we're going to move it one more time. And now we have 4 zeros. But we have 483 here. And we know that 4 is the number we are aiming to get. But we're not quite there yet. So we're going to move it one more time. So if we move the decimal right behind this 4, is generally going to be the first digit when we're moving this way. we have this 4, and so we're going to pretend this isn't here. And now we can safely say that the number in front of the decimal point is a number between 1 and 10, and that is 4. So our answer is, simplified answer is going to be 4, our new decimal point, 8, 3. And we're going to add our multiplication sign and our base 10. So how many places did we skip? We skipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We moved 5 places to get where we wanted to go. And these decimals, or these zeros, I'm sorry, these zeros, bye-bye, sayonara. That's our number right there. However, we moved to the right, and the rule is saying that we have to make the exponent, this bad boy right here, negative. So we're just going to add a little negative sign.